So, this series came out a few months ago on Netflix, but I'm just getting around to checking it out now. And I have to say, I thought the show was a lot of fun. Kate Hudson is extremely charming in her portrayal of Jeannie Buss, Isla Gordon, newly elevated president of the Los Angeles Lakers, Los Angeles Waves. And frankly, I found it interesting that Jeannie Buss is actually an executive producer of the show, which means that she signed off on the show essentially spoofing her life, career, and family. I think the writing here was pretty good, funny, but not over the top, not too much so. And most of the recurring actors in the cast did a great job here. I think the showrunners made the right call making this one a 30-minute comedy like HBO's Ballers instead of trying to stretch the episodes out to an hour like Showtime's Shameless. Now, I didn't love all the casting choices here though, particularly Jay Ellis as Coach Jay Brown. I just thought he was too young. And Chet Hanks as Travis Bug, he just didn't look much like a baller to me. I thought the story beats moved along in ways that made sense. The season arc basically consisted of Isla Gordon struggling to keep her brothers from sabotaging her efforts to get the Waves to the playoffs and apparently a championship, which I thought was a little bit of a narrative overreach, but like the characters constantly said throughout the season, the Waves don't do rebuilding. Sounds familiar. All while dealing with low-key and in some cases blatant misogyny coming from the men around her who don't truly believe that she can do it, until near season's end, that is. It also dealt with Jackie, who found out at the beginning of the season that he was the son of the Gordon's late father, and dealing both with the newfound dating opportunities that came with his new last name and trying to find his place in the Gordon family. I thought it was a bit of a narrative overreach for him to be working at the stadium in concessions, but other than that, I appreciated his character's arc. I felt like the show's comic relief really came from Scott MacArthur, who played Ness Gordon, Fabrizio Guido, who played Jackie Moreno, Justin Theroux, who played Cam Gordon, and Rhonda Song, who played Allie Lee. Both the writing for their characters and their performances were absolutely hilarious throughout the season. But what these sports shows really come down to is the volume and the quality of the sports scenes that they portray. Now, this show did okay with the basketball game footage that we got, proving itself a step or so above shows like Disney Plus's Big Shot, for example. But that's not too shocking considering the amount of money that Netflix is spending on original content these days. Now, overall, I give this show a 65% or a 6.5 if you're thinking IMDb score. All things considered, this show makes for a fairly fun weekend binge. Or maybe, because of this episode runtimes, you could squeeze it in a single day if you really had the mind to do so. And given the cliffhanger in the season's end, I'm at least mildly interested in seeing what next season has in store.